Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to our live with Archangel Academy. I am so excited you're here. We are going to spend an hour here today. We're going to spend an hour which is going to go really fast, and we're going to have so much fun, and we are going to have imagination creations. And the first thing I want to do is we're going to set a container, and we're going to continue to build on this container here with our little community of beautiful like minds, of beautiful beings that enjoy interacting with the imagination creation of archangels. So I'm going to call in some archangels right now so that they can create a container, so that as you're working here, you're going to know that there are being intentions set for more blessings in your life, for more connection to your higher self, and for more personal pampering, for more self-regulation, and for more tools for you to live the amazing life you want. I am Kim Caldwell. I am the creator of the Archangelology book series, of which there are many different archangels, 20, that we'll discuss, that we'll interact with, that we'll play with today. So let me go ahead and start setting a beautiful container for this group. If you're here, you're an earth angel. If you're here, you are a powerful creator who loves to use your imagination to create, who loves to bring in higher frequencies, and who loves to connect to yourself more often, your higher self more often. So I ask that all the archangels come in and help us create a container here so that we may reap many benefits for the time we spend here, the small amount of time we spend here. We ask that this set out ripples in our lives and in our loved ones' lives. And I ask first that Archangel Raziel come in and help to set a container for more wisdom for this group and for this container, and that this container continue to become more beneficial, more stable for everyone involved. Next, we ask that Archangel Barachiel come in and help us to create a container, a beautiful container for the people here to have more blessings. Yes, more blessings in their lives, more connection to their higher self. We now call to continue to create a beautiful container here, Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Abundance and Well-Being. We ask that Archangel Raphael help us to create an amazing container here in our TikTok atmosphere, in our TikTok world, a container for more well-being, for more abundance in all areas of our life, abundance in love, abundance in well-being, abundance in prosperity. Yes, so we're calling in the archangels to help us to create a wonderful container. We call in Archangel Jophiel, the divine archangel who helps us glow and helps us self-empower more and feel better about ourselves. We ask Archangel Jophiel to help us create an amazing container here with our TikTok live stream to bring everyone more blessings. Archangel Gabriel, please help us to create a container here, again, for more blessings, more benefits for the people that come here, and for the work, the play that we do, for more angelic frequencies and blessings in our lives. Last, we're going to ask Archangel Michael to help us have a container with security, with more secure feelings, with more energetic boundaries, that the right people are here at the right time, and that we spend amazing time together calling our angels, creating intention with our angels, setting the intention for our day and our week ahead for many blessings. Here, if you can see, we've got a gorgeous looking angel statue that is very solid and very amazing here, overseeing our divine process here with the archangels. So welcome, welcome, beautiful beings. Feel free to say hi. Feel free to bring up any kind of subjects you'd like to talk about concerning the archangels. Does anybody here have a favorite archangel? And has anyone here experienced the violet flame? We're also asking for the violet flame to come into this group and to transmute any heavy energies back into peace and well-being. And the violet flame is very amazing. I was introduced, the violet flame is talked about by many people. I was introduced to the violet flame by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who is amazing. She's a great one to look up, and her books are referenced in this book. And the violet flame is something that you can start cultivating and working with anytime you like, and you can ask that the violet flame come into any situation that you want more blessings with or that you'd like help with. Has anybody here heard of or worked with the violet flame yet? It is powerful. It is amazing. And it's very subtle, and as you start working with it, you'll feel beneficial, wonderful shifts in your life. This book is a lot of fun because with this book, the Violet Flame, which is with the Archangelology series, the archangels come in and they each play with the violet flame. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of angelic frequencies going on. And as you read the books, you're just infused in the angelic frequencies, and you get more benefits. Let's see this. Feel free to tap on the live, share the live, get involved all you like, ask questions. Let's see what other angels want to pop in today. I am sure everyone has heard, what is this? I'm sure everyone's heard of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is an amazing archangel, and this was the first archangel that came into the Archangelology series. There's 20 different books in the Archangelology series, and it's a lot of fun. There are saints in the series. There are all kinds of energies, higher frequencies in the series. And the Archangelology series encourages you to connect to your higher self, to that part of you that's divine, to that part of you that knows which way to go. And as you're reading the series, let's see what we got here. What is the violet flame exactly? Where does it come from? Okay, that is a wonderful question, Gabby. Okay, so let me pull back up the violet flame. Okay, so again, I learned about the violet flame through Elizabeth Clare Prophet, and when I first started understanding it, and I would say that it comes from okay, I'm just guessing here, and I'm just using some intuition, Gabby, so you can do your own research, and this is a great place to start with this book. But it is a higher frequency, and it is put out by Saint Germain. So if you ever check out Saint Germain and the violet flame, Saint Germain is the one that brings it to us. So it's a higher frequency, it's a higher energy, and I think it's something you can't really explain, you just have to kind of experience. I do like to sing a little song that I was taught, which is just that I am the violet flame in action. I am the violet flame. I am the light of Goddess God creation. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. So you can work with your violet flame, and you can get really juicy with your imagination. For instance, you can pretend that you see violet flames coming from your hand. And this is just a chance to play with your imagination and to get creative, and then to play with the archangels. Now, Archangel Zadkiel is another one of the keepers of the violet flame. So Archangel Zadkiel is fascinating, and when you start calling on Archangel Zadkiel, you might start to see more angel numbers. You might start to see more feathers floating down around you. It's very subtle and fun how your archangels will communicate with you. And I love it because when I ask for help, I notice that the angels do different things. They can show me a new class that I might want to take. They can show me different videos that would help me. They can point me to professional people that could help me. So the archangels just kind of float into our lives, and they play, and they bring knowledge and wisdom, and they bring angelic frequencies. Now, speaking of knowledge and wisdom, Archangel, let me show y'all another archangel that is really fun to know and meet. Archangel Raziel. Hi, Kim. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame in God's own name. Okay, that is wonderful. Indigo Child. Hello, Goddess. So good to see you. I hope you're having a gorgeous day. I'm so excited. Thanks for coming in and spending your beautiful energy. And I love the 3 purple hearts. That's awesome. And I always love seeing you and on the post, and it's just so good to see you, Indigo Child. I'm just so happy to see you. So thank you for saying hi, beautiful being. So Archangel Raziel is wonderful, and they're a wonderful archangel to work with. Now, when I first met them, I had never heard of Raziel, and they appeared to me, I think, somewhere on the internet, and then I went and got a book, and I started studying Raziel. Archangel Raziel can help with many, many things, but specifically they are the Archangel of Wisdom. So as you start to play with Archangel Raziel, you will find many, many different beneficial things that Raziel can help you with, but they bring wisdom. So they can bring wisdom for anything you see. You bring your energy to the co-creation with the archangels. You can be like, Archangel Raziel, can you bring me some wisdom concerning a great exercise program for me? You know, and then they're going to get in and they're going to help you, and they're going to show you different programs, and they're going to show you books and videos. You could say, Archangel Raziel, could you come in? And this is where Archangel Alchemy comes in, because I'm going to show you. You might want to say, Archangel Uriel, I want more peace in my life. Archangel Raziel, show me how. So that's what's so fun about the Archangelology series, which is at your bio link here if you go to the bio link. So good to see you, beautiful angel. Your energy is refreshing. I love the archangels. Thank you so much, Indigo Child. I do too, and it is so fun to play with people who love the archangels, because I do think that when, what is it, two or more are gathered, I do think we start really creating a little more alchemy for ourselves and our families and our friends in the world. Have been working and praying with them for years. Okay, well, that is probably why you have such, well, probably one of the reasons. I'm sure there's lots of reasons why you have such amazing energy, Indigo Child. That's amazing. And you can feel it with your frequencies. They really do help. It's like that saying, it's really interesting to me how people say you are the 5 people you hang out with, which I'm not going to, I believe that that's possibly true, but I've always thought to myself, well, what if I'm the 5 archangels that I hang out with? So if there are 5 archangels you hang out with, you're getting, I love that, you're just getting their benefits. So we can come in and we can ask Archangel Raziel to give us, oh, my pleasure, Angel. We can, Indigo Angel, we can come in and we can create Archangel Alchemy. And this is going into our Archangel Academy class. We're going to talk about some alchemy now. And that's when we start working the different archangels together. And what's really fun is in the Archangelology meditation and book series, the archangels move from book to book. Okay, I'm doing a sideways 8. That's very Donna Eaton. Donna Eaton is all into the energy healing, and I love, she's all into the infinity signs. So that just started happening. So you could also say, someone asked about the violet flame. Gabby did. Gabby asked about the violet flame. So Gabby, you could start calling on Archangel Raziel. Of course, Zadkiel too, because Archangel Zadkiel is the keeper of the violet flame with Saint Germain. So you could start calling on Archangel Raziel, and you could say, Archangel Raziel, can you assist me with getting some information and some wisdom concerning the violet flame? Because Gabby and everybody and Indigo Child, there's no right or wrong way to play with these archangels. And you will find in the books, you're really just being guided to work with and cultivate your own imagination, because that's the way when the archangels came in. Hey, Gabby, yeah, you asked the perfect question, Gabby, and then the perfect answer came between all of us. It is an alchemy of sorts with all of us working together. So in the books, when they came in, because each angel was creating their own book, and actually the books came in meditation form first. If you go to the Archangelologydotcom bio link here, you're going to be able to listen to the audios as a gift before you decide whether you want to get a book or not. Well, when the audios came in 2016, the angels were really just wanting people to know how loved they were. The archangels came in and created these meditations that were soothing and had this amazing soft music by Christopher Lloyd. The background music is by Christopher Lloyd, and he is a genius. I remember I had looked and looked with the archangels for so long for the perfect music to go with their background with their audios. I could not find anything. Nothing was working, and I had looked and looked. I think this went on for 6 months. And when I heard Christopher Lloyd's music, I started crying, happy tears, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is perfect. And a lot of people use his background music. If you listen to the audios on the Archangelologydotcom, y'all please follow me so y'all can get regular inspiration. I do a lot of the quick 1-minute calling, because really, one of my favorite messages the archangels like to get across is that you only need to spend a minute or so calling them each day. And then of course you can call them anytime when you need, because we're human, y'all, and Earth can be very tricky. Being human can be a little tricky, and we need support. And the archangels and the violet flame and the blue flame angels and the saints, they want us all to understand that they are here specifically to support us, to help us. And that we do have this huge support system that is just waiting for us to call. Of course, there is free will, so they do not interfere unless we call. Okay, now here's another one you might want to add in with nowadays, with what's going on with the world now. Camille for courage. So Archangel Camille showed up at a time in my life when there were challenges going on, and their color is red, supposedly, which is what I learned. That doesn't mean anything I'm telling you is written in stone. You're going to find your own energy and your own messages from your archangels and your angels. So I went out and I was inspired to purchase a red yoga mat. So I could feel like every time I did yoga that I was around Archangel Camille. Because again, I think it's really cool that they say we're the 5 people we hang out with. So why not hang out with some celestial rock stars, some really amazing beings. So as you call your archangels more often, you will learn how they feel. You will learn those little subtle differences. And I have days where I'm like, hello, are there any archangels helping me? And sometimes everything still feels challenging, but if we're patient and we do our part, which is to call our archangels and then find something pleasant to do, find something pleasant to enjoy, our archangels will send us our messages. You will see 111 on a clock or 444. You'll read the perfect article. You'll find the perfect class or professional to help yourself. Oh, look, we've got Raphael, Michael. Look at Indigo Child, Gabriel, Uriel, Jophiel, and Brother Jesus. Yes, Jesus is such great energy. Oh, yes, and Mother Mary. Yes, please. And Mary Magdalene. I am so with you, Indigo Child. Oh, my goddess. Yes, yes, yes. And the Mary Magdalene energy and the Mother Mary energy. Oh, wow. They're just delicious. And they are running, all their energy is running all through all the Archangelology book series here. Yes, my dream team, right? Exactly, Indigo Child. Total dream team, total blessing. I cannot imagine my life without them to call. Because as humans, we're all going to have challenges. This is part of the curriculum. I don't know what to call it. It just happens, and sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to apologize because everything's not perfect, but when we know who to call, they can help us. And they can help us to find the next logical step, the next best step to help us even more. So as we call these beings, and each book has a journal in it, because writing down the help you want from your archangels is huge. It's huge. I think sometimes we think, let's see, the Sophia wisdom of the archangels works for me. Ooh, I love that. Yes, I love that, Indigo Child. That is beautiful. So again, we sometimes expect people and the archangels and the angels to read our mind. That is why it's really important, if you can, to write out what you want help with the archangels. Now, speaking it aloud, I think that's great too. I like to write down my request, and I do like to take the time to, make it a special moment, like maybe light a candle or maybe put out a cookie, an offering. You know, I just like to really get intentional with it and ask the archangels for what I need help with and make it very clear to them. And then I like to do my part too, which is staying open. Let me find Archangel. I'm hearing Archangel Metatron wants to say hi. Let me find Archangel Metatron's book. Well, also Gabriel. When Archangel Gabriel came and infused me with hope, because we all go through periods, y'all. We all go through periods where we lose hope. We're human. So nobody needs to be ashamed if they lose hope. We're human. You know, I think I like to say, no one told me this in the brochure when I signed up for this trip here. Like when things go really weird and off, I'm, you know, nobody, you know, we're human. Okay, here's Metatron. So Archangel, so we'll talk about these two with some Archangel Gabriel. Thank you for liking. Thanks, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy. Hi, thank you for liking the live. And so good to see you here. So good to see you. Metatron guides us on our true path. Blessed be. Oh yeah, I love that. I love that, Indigo Child. That is gorgeous. I love Metatron. When I met Metatron, I was very starstruck in awe. I mean, Metatron is just carrying some powerful, powerful sacred geometry. And then, of course, we do our part and we call for what we need from Metatron. We either speak it aloud or we write it, and then we visualize the sacred geometry around us. You know, somebody on the live the other day said that they like to see the flower of life in sacred geometry. I thought that was fascinating. I think that's what they said. So you can get creative with it, and as you're calling Metatron to help, you can see symbols in sacred geometry, and I like golden, and that's why their title is in golden, and ask for more well-being, because Metatron helps with well-being. Metatron brings in the sacred geometry. And then Indigo Child said, let me go back and see what Indigo Child said, because each angel you definitely, let me see if I can find it. Indigo Child said that they do. I don't know if I can find it. I think Indigo said that they help us find our path, stay on our path, which that to me, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I accidentally pulled up your thing, Indigo Child. Why is it doing, okay. All right, so, and then Gabriel, hope. I mean, some days if we're having a tough day, I love to just say, Archangel Gabriel, please, just give me some hope. Give me a little bit of hope. And you know, somebody will text me and say something nice like hi. I mean, you know, when someone takes the time to say hi, you know, the sacred flower. Okay, great, Indigo. Perfect. Metatron is powerful. Yes, Gabby, yes, so powerful. Like I said, I was just starstruck when I started learning about Metatron. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, but I do remember that there was all this energetic, beautiful, because this is not physical healing, it's energetic healing. This is a completely different, you know, animal. It's just energetic. But I remember when I was working with Metatron, and I think there was a healer working with me or a guide, and I just remember being, this was so long ago, but I just remember being amazed by the feelings I was getting from Metatron, by the inspiration I was getting from Metatron. And then again, we can do that Archangel Alchemy, and we can pull in Archangel Gabriel to bring the hope with Metatron. And then you're just looking at the dynamic duo, right? And then you can pull in any, you know, if anybody has a combo they want me to play with, you know, let me know of all the different archangels, because we can get together and start creating. Now, Sandalphon, I'm hearing Sandalphon wants to say hi. So Sandalphon is super powerful. Archangel Sandalphon, when they appeared with me and worked with me, and of course they're going to work with different people differently, but with me, they introduced themselves with harmony. And honestly, I still can't, and I remember thinking, do you want the title Sandalphon to be melody or harmony? And I think that this went really into how fascinating it is that we can sing to our archangels. Like if you're in the house by yourself and you're alone and there's, you know, no one around, so you won't feel self-conscious, you could say, Sandalphon, Sandalphon, Sandalphon. They say to sing their names 3 times. You could say, Michael, 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 Uriel, Uriel, Uriel. And I really notice when I sing to them, I can feel them a little stronger. So that gives you, yet another option. You can write to them, you can speak to them, you can sing to them, and just let them work their magic in your life, right? And just pull them in, because free will exists. If there's anyone that's going to respect free will, probably better than me, sometimes I get involved in stuff I probably shouldn't, it's archangels. Archangels are going to respect free will. Thank you again for the likes. Y'all are fabulous. I so appreciate your liking energy. Feel free to tap on the likes. That's just every time we tap and see a heart, we're just bringing in more angelic love frequencies into our life. Let's set intentions for that now. Let's set intentions that we work with the archangels in a way that benefits us. We learn to read their energy, and we learn how to call them in. See, y'all, we've already been going 25 minutes. The time goes so fast. We're going to spend 1 full hour together, so we've got another 35 minutes together. And if anyone has any suggestions or any angels they want to play with, let me know. I'm going to see what other book is coming up that wants to come out. I definitely want to find Archangel Haniel's book. Has anyone worked with Archangel Haniel yet? When Archangel Haniel showed up, that was a very fascinating time, because I had never heard of any of these angels. I had barely heard of Archangel Michael. This was back in 2016. But let me find, I'm looking for Archangel Haniel's book. They are, where are you, Haniel? Well, here it is. Okay, Archangel Haniel. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. Love, 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 love. Hearts, hearts, hearts. So Archangel Haniel showed up. They're super powerful, and Archangel Haniel brings in self-love. Because so many times in life, we find ourselves looking for love from other people, from other sources. And Archangel Haniel's message is, be that love for yourself. Spread that love all over yourself. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much. It looked like little, I think it was ice cream cones. Thank you, Mandy. Shout out to Mandy. Shout out for all the love. Shout out to Indigo Child and Cute Gabby. And I'm so happy y'all are here. We are like we're like Charlie's Angels. That just came to me. Okay, so we're just like Charlie's Angels here. We're just creating good energy for this 1 hour of the day. And we're going to set intentions that this good energy go out into our lives, that the archangels work with us regularly, that they bring us more peace and blessings. Yes. So Archangel Haniel wants to remind you that you are loved, that you're adored, that you are so adored by the angelic realm that it is not even something humans could probably fathom. And Archangel Haniel comes in and brings divine, sweet, angelic love and shimmers it all over you in their audio and in their book, and the book and the audio. Like I said, if you go over to Archangelologydotcom, you can listen to the audio as a gift, and then you can play in your book. And then, of course, in the back, there is a journal where you write. See, I've written out a bunch of stuff. I don't even know what it is, but I did. What is this? Say out loud. Huh, interesting. So we write to our archangels so that they can know what we're doing. The most love you ever felt. Okay, let me read to you one of the pages, just a little exercise they have here. It says, feel or create a time when you felt such love you could burst with joy. If one does not come to mind, no pressure. Ask Archangel Haniel to help you create one in your mind and come back to this page when inspired. So this is part of the journal with Archangel Haniel. They're asking you to write down a time when you felt so loved and you felt so sacred and you felt so adored. And they're saying, no pressure. If you don't have a time, you're going to create a time. So you could go in and you could get flowery and you could just get creative and juicy with your writing, because everyone's got the ability to get very creative and juicy with their writing skills and write out more of what they're wanting to create more of in their life. So if we are not looking for anyone else to love us, if we are spending time pampering ourselves. Buy yourself the flowers, right? Take yourself to the special place to get the special drink that makes you happy. Spend time pampering yourself. Spend time loving yourself. Spend time making creative little gifts for yourself. Treat yourself. Take care of yourself. Take yourself out. If you're spending all the energy loving yourself, that creates a vibration, that creates a energetic magnetism. And I'm not saying that every minute we're going to have people adoring and worshiping us because we do it for ourselves. What I'm saying is, if we do it for ourselves, we don't need anyone else to do it for us. I mean, it's great. It's a beautiful thing if other people want to shower us with love. But there is the impertinence of human. I mean, people leave, people pass away and die. Things like that happen. So it's a habit that as we cultivate, and believe me, I'm learning it every day. I find myself thinking, oh, I wish this person would reach out to me, or oh, I wish this would happen. And then I just remember, this is something we have to work on ourselves. And if we call the angelic realm to help us with it, it's just going to boost the whole process. It's just going to enhance the whole process. And remember, again, there's free will. So we have to call. We have to reach out. We have to ask. And the Archangel Haniel will show you little things. They'll show you different little ideas that'll please you, little things that make you happy. All of a sudden it came to my mind. I used to love the Hello Kitty stuff. I don't know if y'all have seen Hello Kitty stuff, but I need to go get me some Hello Kitty stuff. I don't even know where they sell it anymore, but when I was a little girl, nothing made me happier than having they had these little tiny Hello Kitty pins. I don't know, just so fun. So my point is, find something that makes you feel so good. Find something that makes you feel so happy and call on your archangels and ask them to start bringing it to you. Now, when we say magnetism, the moon angels showed up. Speaking of magnetizing, and I think that, you know, a lot of us have gotten a little we're all a little bit trying to understand all the law of attraction teachings that are out there. So for this, though, with the moon angels, when they came in, it's about you just becoming a magnet to what you want. And it's also about you getting a really good mood. Merlin, it was really interesting, Merlin just popped up in this book, which I found very fascinating and very fun, because I think everyone knows of Merlin, but I had never had the honor, because I do think it's an honor to work with Merlin. And of course, if you call on Merlin and your heart is true for good things, you're probably going to meet Merlin in some way, maybe in a book, maybe in a movie. Somehow Merlin would pop up in your existence. So Merlin popped up in the Moon Angels book, and it was such a fascinating journey. And just the presence and the thinking of Merlin created a magnetism energy. And this is for magnetizing, is that a word? Magnetizing good moods. Merlin was really trying to help with when people are feeling down or they're not feeling good, because everyone has days like that where they feel off or they're not in their happiest mood. And Merlin and the moon angels help with magnetism. I find it fascinating. Recently, I saw someone explain that if you go out and stand under the moon and offer up any problems you have or anything that's making you sad to the moon, that the moon will help to transmute it. And I loved that, because I think we all understand just by gazing upon the moon how powerful it is, what a blessing it is, how it lights the way, how it's such guidance, just the moon energy, how it's just such a illuminating, beautiful energy. So to stand in the moon is such a powerful experience. And then when I was given the idea just to offer up anything that was not feeling good to me, and that the moon would help to dismantle it, I did it, and it felt good. And I think that just talking about this makes me want to do it again. And speaking of dismantling non-beneficial energies, the blue flame angels. Now, I don't know that a lot of people have heard of the blue flame angels yet. I found the blue flame angels, and let me see if I can find the page. I put this on the reference page of this book because I think, the last 2 or 3 years we've had have been really challenging in the collective consciousness. So I was actively looking for something. Let me see if I can find the reference page to tell you the name of the book that I found it. Well, if I can, I'll do it later. Anyway, I always put a reference with all the book, but it was the Saint Germain books, and the Saint Germain book, Speaking on Angels, came to me, and they were speaking of the blue flame angels. And apparently, in the 1960s, the blue flame angels showed up, and it was really interesting because those Saint Germain books, they really make you look for the information. They make you kind of think, and sometimes I almost just think the angels say, okay, go to this page, look at this. That's another fun thing with the archangels. They'll kind of guide you through the books. Like you might get a book, and you might really only need to read one page or one sentence. The angels are funny that way. So I'm looking through this Saint Germain book, and I keep seeing the name Blue Flame Angels, and I'm like, what is this? I had never heard of them. It was new to me. And so I kept looking at them and looking for information, and I almost think it's like a consciousness thing. I think that as we get to a different state of consciousness, I don't know if that's a timeline or a state of consciousness, but as our consciousness starts to open up, I could start to see more and more information about the blue flame angels. And then as I started calling on them, I started feeling their grand celestial energy. Ooh, and I'm feeling energy come up, y'all. So we're clearing as we speak on this. But the blue flame angels made it very clear that they want us to call on them to come in and to break up heavy energies. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. We're in a very trying, interesting time right now with what's been going on. I'm like, oh my God. I started crying when I saw that. I don't know if it was happy tears or relief tears, but when I saw this in a book, and the Saint Germain books, I think they're lectures. I think that's just this person lecturing, so it's really interesting. At the end of each page, he'll go, thank you for being here. How are we doing? Oh, y'all, we got 20 more minutes, 24 more minutes. Time is just flying, y'all. I'm so enjoying our time together. So the blue flame angels made the message very clear, and I read it over and over, and it took a while for my consciousness to get it, that they want us to call them, that they want us to call them to come in and break up heavy negative things. And they were using words that were like, they wanted to break up evil and stuff, which I'm not going to focus on that, but I just call them and I'm like, please break this up. And then I also have been asking, and sometimes it's a rougher ride, y'all, because I have been asking them, take anything out of me that is sassy and that doesn't need to be there. Because we're human, and these thoughts that come, I don't find them beneficial anymore. If I'm having negative thoughts about someone, or if I'm if I'm blaming someone for my problems, or if I'm going into victim mode, because I'm human and we all do it, I am to the point in consciousness now where I know that I need help and I want that broken up. So I started calling the blue flame angels, and sometimes the ride gets a little bumpy, but they're definitely an amazing, powerful, beneficial force that you can work with whenever you need. Because the universe, as they say in the books, abhors a vacuum, which means that the universe loves an empty space. When we create empty spaces, the universe is going to, and we're doing it with intention, when we're like, divine energies, help me to break out of any negative thought patterns, anything that's not serving me, to create spaces for beneficial thought patterns, programs, bring them to me. So as we're doing this, the divine beings help us, and sometimes it's a little bit more work than I want. But my point is, as you speak with and communicate with your angels, you can tell them, you can say, hey, I'm tired. We got to back off for a minute. We got to take a break. Find me some fun. So we do it at our own pace. So the blue flame angels, they're a new addition. We'll put them up for a second because they have spoken their piece. Let's see what other angels want to talk. So we've talked with them. We've done Zadkiel. So let's go ahead and call little Archangel Zadkiel in. And Archangel Zadkiel's title they asked for was forgiveness. Again, Archangel Zadkiel is the violet flame angel, so you can get creative with them. They don't have to be for anything in particular, but I will say that one of the most important things we can do is to forgive ourselves, because we're human, we all make mistakes, and we want to forgive ourselves. So let's say hi to our little angel here. This is an angel that my Aunt Rita passed me when she passed away, and isn't it glorious? It's just like, it's just so beautiful. When I first saw it, I was a little taken aback. I was like, ooh, that almost looks a little scary, because I'd never seen an angel like this, but this is the most beautiful. But let me say now, so I don't think scary is the right word. How about protective? Very protective energy in this creation. So whoever created this was definitely vibing with their archangels. Definitely. So let's take a moment to do an archangel calling for everyone that's here and to bring in the divine energies. Oh, okay. Is everybody doing okay? Is everybody having fun? All right, so we're going to call in. Okay, so first we're going to go the opposite of clockwise, because they say when you go the opposite of clockwise, it removes things. So we're going to ask that the archangels surround and that the blue flame angels come in for this beautiful divine group, and that they remove anything heavy or non-beneficial with their permission, and that they do it with ease and grace. So we're asking that anything non-beneficial be removed from our group, from our energy field, from our container, because we're creating an amazing container and we're creating spaces. And then archangels, we're going to go clockwise. We ask that the archangels come in and they fill all these spaces that are created with blessings. Archangel Barachiel, great archangel of blessings, please come in and fill this container and help everyone here to have more heavenly blessings in their life. Thank you. Archangel Michael, please assist and come in and bring your divine energy of protection, of security. And recently someone gave me a beautiful selenite, and I'm calling it light sword. I'm just going to call this a light sword. Archangel Michael, please cut any cords from this container, from anyone in the group, of anything that's not benefiting them. Please cut all cords for them as well. We're cutting cords. Just use your intention and your imagination that Archangel Michael create any cords that cut any cords for anything non-beneficial for you. All right. We'll continue. Archangel Raphael, great archangel of well-being and of abundance. Please come in and shimmer everyone in our group who is open to it with divine emerald green shimmers of light for more abundance, for more prosperity, for more blessings. And I call in Archangel Alchemy of Archangel Metatron with Archangel Raphael to shimmer the group with beautiful sacred geometry clovers. Great 4-leaf clovers for great luck. I ask Archangel Metatron and Archangel Raphael to shimmer everyone in the group with divine angelic luck. And just feel that now, y'all. Just feel and get excited and the feeling of being lucky. And then we're going to ask some questions, because when we ask questions, it helps the magic to happen. So says many of my magical teachers. Why are the people in this group so lucky? Why do the people in this group have so many fabulous things happening? Why do the people in this group, why are they lucky, lucky, lucky? So we ask this question and we watch as Archangel Metatron and Archangel Raziel shimmer your entire energetic field with your permission with 4-leaf clovers and lucky 4-leaf clovers. Now we're going to ask that the sun angels come in and help with this to bring more power to the group for beneficial blessings. We set strong intentions for beneficial blessings for this group while the sun angels all float down, and they are all golden and beautiful. And you can see, as your imagination is activated, you can see your beautiful sun angels all around you, bringing beautiful power to your blessings and to your luck. And we ask that Archangel Barachiel join this angel calling, join this angel blessing, because Archangel Barachiel is the archangel of blessings. And we feel as Archangel Barachiel shimmers golden sparkles of blessing light all upon the group. And just feel this, everyone. Use your imagination. Everyone's imagination works. You don't ever have to worry that your imagination is working or not working. Everyone's imagination works. Just by you setting intentions for your imagination, it's working. Now, some people's imagination, I want our angel to show, some people's imagination works more through visualizing. Some people's works more by just setting intention. Some people's imagination works through sound. Everyone's imagination is different, but just know yours is just as good as anyone else's imagination. Everyone just has unique abilities with their imagination. All right, now we set intentions for all the angels that we called and all the blessings to go into our lives and to bring more things, known or unknown, that we will love, that will bring us happiness, that will bring us joy. So that was a wonderful little angel calling. I hope everybody loved it. And we have 15 whole minutes left to do a little more angel work. Does anybody have any questions or requests with the angels? I'm just so glad everyone's here. You are here at the Archangel Academy, where we are studying all things Archangel. We're studying the archangels, we're cultivating the archangels, we're getting in the habit of bringing into our lives daily. And if you go to the bio link, which is Archangelologydotcom, you can listen to the archangel audios on each of the book pages. You just click on the book page and there'll be a audio sample of the archangels for you to listen to, which is so much fun. And you can do it when you've got a little peaceful time, or you can do it while you're doing other things. There's no rules with it, just do it how you like. And then you've got a matching book to all 20 of the audios. And the books are filled with, after you read the book, it's got a wonderful journal in it, which helps you to write down and communicate with your archangels exactly what you would like help with. And then the archangels are gonna guide you to something that will refresh you and get you going in a positive way. And I like to say that the archangels make hard times a little lighter. So call them. The archangels want you to know that now they want you to call them. Free will is a thing, and the archangels cannot interfere unless you take the time to call them and ask them for help, and then be patient with all the help they send you. And as you practice, you'll start to learn how they help. You'll start getting different feedback from them. Like you might see a repeating number like 444 or 222 pop up in your world. You can see all kinds of different ways the archangels are trying to help us. Does anybody here have a favorite angel or a favorite saint? The saints are also so fun, y'all. I don't know if anyone's played with the saints. Playing with saints is the most fabulous practice. So you might want to practice playing. And then on the Archangelology.com page, there are the superpower saints, and they're fun. They include tapping. I don't know, has anyone heard of EFT and tapping? One of the books from the archangels is called Breath Tap. Let me find that one and pull it out for you. And one day, if y'all like, we might spend some time doing some tapping, some EFT. But this was a unique take on tapping because we all have energy meridians and points on the body. And as you learn to tap them, or also if you get in and massage your feet really good, that's a really good way to help yourself too, because there's so many different meridian points all over the body. And as you use your own fingers, which are one of your tools, to go in and tap the body while working with your archangels, very empowering. And so one day when everybody is in the mood, we'll do a tapping session together and help to move the energy. I hear some thunder going on. Recently I heard that when you hear thunder, it means your ancestors are saying they hear you. So I thought that was interesting. This is the second time since I heard that I've been hearing the thunder. Thunder feels very, very magical. And speaking of magical, the archangels are very magical. They work in very subtle, magical ways. So let's talk about Archangel Barachiel. I don't know if anyone has heard of Archangel Barachiel, but Archangel Barachiel, when I heard of them, I was on one of the platforms where I had some work up for people, and people would contact me and tell me how much they loved it and thank me. And one person said to me, have you heard of Archangel Barachiel? Can you do an audio for Archangel Barachiel? And I never promise that I'll do an audio because I never know if they're going to speak, if I'm going to feel their energy, if I'm going to know what comes through. And when I started working with Barachiel, information started coming through very quickly. Like that for whatever reason, me and this archangel really connected. And as you call the archangels, you'll notice that there's some that you connect with more than others. And as you play with them, you'll feel your favorites. And I have definitely had different favorites during different periods of my life. So each one has a unique, powerful energy. So they step up for you at different times in your life. But Barachiel is the archangel that came, and they started explaining through just feeling them that they, in this book, are the archangel of blessings. So Barachiel, their name sounds like Baruch, which is another word for blessings. So Barachiels wanted the title of their book to be Heavenly Blessings and Bringing Heaven to Earth, because that is a beautiful thing to practice and try to cultivate, to bring more heaven on earth. Because as we stand in times when they feel challenging, sometimes that feels daunting. So to call actively archangels to help us with this, either through calling them aloud, singing to them. You can sing to your archangels when you're alone so that you feel comfortable doing it. You can write letters to your archangels asking them for what you want help with. And there are just different ways that we can connect and communicate with our archangels. I do believe humans are becoming more telepathic now, so you can try telepathically to communicate with them, of course, but it helps if you add the writing or the speaking it aloud, what you want help with. Things get clearer for them. So each Archangelology book has a journal in the back of it, and it was really interesting because that is just such an angel idea, because I personally would have never thought to put a journal in the back of each book. But the archangels made it clear that as people write out what they want help with, they can help them more. All right, y'all, we've got 8 minutes left for our time together, communicating with and setting intentions with the archangels and the saints and the divine beings and your higher self. And I just want to thank everyone. I want to spend some time with a little gratitude right now. I want to thank you for putting yourself first and for choosing yourself and for taking some time for yourself. Thank you for showing up for yourself, because this is an action, and when you take these actions, it creates more wonderful thoughts. Like today, be sure to check in with yourself and say, why am I so wonderful? You might want to ask yourself that question. It's a very empowering question to ask, why am I so wonderful? And to give yourself more kudos. Just to really speak to yourself in a way, and speak to your inner child in a way that brings you more self-esteem. Stand in a mirror today and really tell yourself how much you love yourself. Yeah? Nobody else has to be around. Nobody needs to know you're doing it. But as you talk to yourself in a way like that, as you stand in front of that mirror, and it was Mel Robbins that wrote the high five books. They've done studies. When you get in the mirror and high five, they've done studies what it produces and how it brings more benefits to you. So when you have time, every time you pass by a mirror, maybe stop and look in and say, I really like you. I really love you. I really appreciate you. We don't have to wait for one other person to say that to us. Say it to yourself. And say it to yourself as often as you can. And this is a beautiful habit to cultivate. And if you feel a little self-conscious about it, just make sure no one else is around. No one else has to know that you're doing that. So we don't have to look to one other person, because we've got the archangels. And say aloud to the archangels, archangels, today, show me more blessings in my life. remind me that my lungs to take deep breaths are a blessing. You know, that was beautiful. Ogmandino. Oh, good. We got 6 minutes. We can talk about Ogmandino. Ogmandino was amazing. But Ogmandino wrote the book, The God Memorandum, and the God Memorandum runs through all these books, because the idea with the God Memorandum is that you can read something for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, however long it takes you each day, to boost yourself, to bring yourself great blessings, and to really get into appreciating all the blessings that are around us. Our ears to hear this are great cause for celebration, Ogmandino says. Our eyes to see this are great cause for great celebration, Ogmandino said. And in the God Memorandum, Ogmandino had us just focus upon all the blessings that are in our lives and take time to do that. Yes. So I hope that you will take time for yourself today and every day to look in the mirror, to high-five yourself, to spend some time reading things that really lift you up, that make you feel good, to buy yourself the flowers, to buy yourself the little gifts, to really pamper yourself and take care of yourself like you would a small child. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every time you do a heart, you're sending great love to yourself. Great love for yourself, to yourself. Yes. And I'm so happy we got to get together today. And this is going to be something that me and the Archangels are going to be bringing more on the regular, more consistent, is during our week is an hour at a time of spending time with the Archangels. Thank you. Cultivating the Archangels, talking to our Archangels, and actively speaking with the Archangels. And I just heard that when we do lives in the future, that I'm going to encourage you to speak aloud when you're alone, that you would like an Archangel to assist you. Right now, you might want to say, Archangel Barachiel, please show me all the blessings in my life. Yes. Please show me all the blessings in my life. Oh, we've got 4 more minutes, Archangel Barachiel. Please show me how to appreciate more the blessings in my life, Archangel Barachiel. Great Archangel of blessings. And we'll speak it aloud. And then speak to yourself very kindly, like an angel would speak to you, because your archangels, the divine beings, the divine ones, have so much love and appreciation for you. And they want you to know this, and they want you to call them. The archangels want you to call them anytime you leave the house, if you'd like a little extra support. Anytime you're driving, call Archangel Michael and ask Archangel Michael to surround your car, to keep you safe. Here's Michael's book. Call Archangel Michael to walk with you. Obviously, use your common sense. This is energetic protection. Use your physical protection. Don't walk down dark alleys and expect the archangels to step in. You use your very good common sense and stay in safe places and do smart things that benefit you. And call in the archangels to assist you and to help you with this. Hey, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby. I hope we're following each other, Gabby. I'll have to go after the live and look for you, make sure I'm following you, and feel free to follow me. And thank you for, Gabby, thank you for your amazing energy today. Indigo Child, thank you for your amazing energy today. Everybody, thank you so much for being here today. I have just enjoyed everyone's time. If I forgot to thank someone, please know I'm thanking you right now. And I so appreciate your energy. The Course of Miracles says we are not healed alone. So as we come together in a community like this and focus on blessings and focus on calling archangels, I just like to think it's a great thing and does great things for people. And we're doing it together. And I'm so appreciative of all y'all's energy. And again, we've got our big, protective, powerful, this thing, you could not knock this thing over if you tried. Some kind of metal. Fabulous. We've got our Archangel mascot, and this can be any archangel you choose it to be, so you pick the one you want it to be. Use your imagination. Y'all get out your journals tonight and write to your archangels and talk to them and be patient and work with them. You are an earth angel. If you're here, you are an earth angel. And when I said that, I saw everyone's etheric angel wings behind us. Feel your etheric angel wings. The Archangelology book series and audio series has you activate your ethereal wings. Sometimes mine have beautiful bright colors in them, neon greens. Sometimes they're just white and bright. And you can play with your angel wings and go on over to Archangelologydotcom or go on over and check out the Archangelology YouTube. There are so many tools for you to play with. I cannot tell you. There's a decade of tools that I put out there for you. So y'all go play with them and have fun. And again, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being an earth angel. I send you peace and blessings, and I look forward to seeing you. I will put up a 30-minute before time. I'm going for 2 p.m. Central Time in the afternoon when I come to play with you and the Archangels. And I am, anytime you are curious if I'm going to be there or not, because I'm not sure about the schedule completely, but I will put up a 30-minute heads up. So all you have to do around 2 p.m. is look to see if there's been a 30-minute heads up. At the moment, that's how we're doing it. And if it evolves with the Archangels, we'll see from there. All right, I send you peace and blessings. Stay in your heart, stay centered, stay grounded, and keep calling your archangels and keep your hope and faith and courage, divine earth angels, angel lights. See you soon. Thank you so much.